Alright guys, so it's pretty early as I'm recording this, as I'm joined by one of my cats, Gracie here. But I just read that Charles Oliveira is out of his rematch against Islam Makhachev, and Alexander Volkanovski, being the absolute savage he is stepping up on short notice for his rematch against Islam Makhachev. Now, like, this news blew my mind, right? I was expecting a rematch between Islam and Charles, like it was getting progressively closer to fight week and didn't really have any problems, but yeah, these things tend to happen, man. But initial thoughts, I imagine that Volkanovski is going to be the underdog once again, simply because, well, I think Volkanovski just got off of a surgery, plus, didn't UFC just announce too that he was scheduled to fight Ilia Topuria later, sometime next year. I don't actually remember the date, but it was announced that was who he was fighting. And then pretty much immediately afterwards, they're like, nope, psych, you're fighting Islam. It's crazy to me, man. I mean, I know the first fight was so competitive, but that was because both of them had time to prepare for each other, And I know that it's kind of tough because Alex has been a little more active than Islam, but he also just had surgery. And Islam, even though he had a full training camp, Charles Oliveira is a much different fighter than Volkanovski. Even though I assume that Islam is going to be the favorite, simply because he's had a full training camp and he's already just been training this whole time, and Volkanovski, I'm sure he's been in the gym, but he hasn't been training for a specific opponent, So, yeah, I cannot give enough credit to Volk for pulling this off, for stepping up, man. And if he manages to pull this off, holy crap. How can you deny that man pound for pound status? Honestly, I think he's pound for pound right now. But, yeah, cannot give enough credit to Volk for this move. Yeah, I imagine Islam is still gonna win, but just for even stepping up and accepting this fight, I am gonna be rooting for Volk. I'm a fan of Islam. I'm a fan of Alex, but yeah, I'm gonna root for Volk, even though Islam is probably gonna be the one that wins this. Let me know down in the comments who you think is gonna win. Do you favor Volk, or do you think Islam is gonna win this? Alright, I'll see you on the next one.
If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Anik. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Volkanovski. Oh, reversal here, DC. What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions. He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know
where he's going to be.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
Wow. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control of the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you.
Nice liver shot lands. Oh, straight right. Oh! All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two.
What a punch. I mean, he's cutting down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand.
Listen, next round is very simple. Start loosening him up in the body.
All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display.
All right, guys, last round. You ready? You ready?
All right, 5 minutes to decide this one. Wow!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body. Oh! All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Ooh, big shot land.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh! Oh! Back to the feet. Oh! Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Back to the feet now. Oh! He's out!
Wow! Wow! Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory here tonight. It's hard to land a strike more flush than he did right there, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming. So he'll see the replay and probably shake his head, but ultimately this is a huge result and a huge win for that fighter here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 1 second of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular